Hey, hey, what do y'all say? Hey, hey, what do y'all say? I'm trying to find my niche on this YouTube. Um, it is what it is, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm doing great. I got some drink in my system. Now it's time to talk about me as usual. All right, let me ask y'all a quick question. Um, Real quick. You ever played a little game, like a little phone game, and you get aggravated because you can't pass that level? Yeah, I'm in this feeling that I'm trying to hurry up and win, but it's so hard, y'all. It's hard. So I that's my goal right now is to pass this level. I'm on like 300, 3,136. I'm on that level, and it is Toon Black. And I tell you, if I don't have any challenges to like try to pass through, I'm just chilling and I'm just playing a game. Like, it goes by easily, like boom. But when I get in a challenge, like whatever challenge they have, it seems like the thing is harder. And then when I'm not in that challenge or it bypassed, guess what? Guess what? I'm winning like with flying colors. Like do do do. I can't stand that. So y'all, I just finished hanging out with my toddler. He has therapy, so on Tuesday and Thursday, me and him be relaxing. We just be relaxing. Okay. When I tell you, we will grab us some breakfast and he'll sit and he'll sit at my desk and he'll eat his little breakfast. And then sometimes I didn't do like a big breakfast. I just went to go get some scrambled eggs and some milk, and he really didn't eat that. So I went to Pizza Hut and I grabbed him a personal pan pizza, and I went to McDonald's to get his little drink. And I tell you, hey mystery, I miss you, Dollface. Um, but when I tell you, I enjoy him, even though I have my trials and tribulations with this boy. But I enjoy being a mommy to this little creature of mine. And when I tell you, I saw something on, hey Osan, when I saw something on TikTok, and it really described me as a mother, and I don't feel bad now. When you have that one kid and you in sometimes, not all the time, but when you just had that one kid and you and him just like take a snack, like me and English, we will, I would say, English, do you want to go out with me? And he'll whisper, like, can I get a burger? And I was like, we got split one. And I tell you, we have the best conversations. I learn about him when it's me and my daughter. It's me and her will split a 8-piece chicken nugget from Chick-fil-A, and we eat the fries. And then typically I don't like Chick-fil-A sodas. So I will say, well, can I just get a cup of ice? And do you want a Sprite or a sweet tea? And we just chill. And you were like, where's the other two at? Majority of the time, I'm probably picking it up one's at a friend's house. So I really do enjoy my children. And I can't see me being unhappy about anything when they're around. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I just can't see it. Me as a mother, I can't see it. But we're going to go straight to my jazzy life. Y'all, when I tell you I saw this video, and then, y'all, if I never seen the Starbucks cup in the Starbucks sandwich, baby girl, this video would never took place in my mind, okay? Jazz, that tax money hit. And then you have the audacity to say, oh my gosh, I got paid for YouTube. Girl, you outside the nonsense to do. We ain't stupid. For some odd reason, sometimes people be really thinking we're stupid. Jazz, we're not stupid. Y'all been looking at that RRS actually had a crash. I think it was Monday. They said that was the most um clicked on server. I think it was like the 19th or the 20th. That was the most clicked on date where that server was automatically overloading that they had to shut it down. Crazy. And most likely it probably was not to file your taxes. It was probably because where's my refund? That's crazy. Jazz, we know you got money. But it's funny to me, even if this was your check, and the first thing that you did when you got money, matter if it was your YouTube check, you went out and bought you a computer. You didn't, y'all. I want a computer, but I said, well, my kids need furniture. We gotta move. Mentally in my head, I got a Christmas loan. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out so I can be ready for next year Christmas. Y'all are My cousin told me the best thing. She told me to get a Christmas loan. Baby girl, get a Christmas loan and pay that off with your taxes. And I think I just leave a couple of it in the pot, like maybe like $50 or $70 in the pot. And then they'll call you up and they say, hi, do you want to tax? Do you want to get money out of this loan? And then I might get an increase by the company, and or I could just say no, I'm gonna save that for Christmas. And actually, $1,000 is a good enough for me for Christmas, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. $1,000 now. If my kids ask for something extremely too much, or I know that one gift, because every kid gets $500. Now, you just said 1,000 is enough. All right. Every kid get 500, but there's some kids that might get something lesser than that. They might get lesser items. Like my Tyler, his items, he got more items, but he also had a little bit extra money. My daughter had the same, less items. My son had 3 items, and the money that my kids had, the other two had extra, it covered. So, like I said, 1,000 should be good enough. That is winter clothes for the kids. That is Christmas items, and that's also if we have to take like a trip, like vacation. I think $1,000 if you do a loan, and then you turn around and you pay that loan off, you really don't see your interest. So that's what freaks the fuck out of them. So they were like, oh my gosh. So when I pay that loan off, it looks really good on my credit. It does. It looks good. And I know mentally I can afford that. But Jazz, there's so much money. You could use that $600 to that computer for. I would say if you needed a computer, you should got an HP. Y'all, nothing wrong with the HP. My computer at work and my computer at home is a HP, and you could got just that same thing of what you need until you started increasing your income back on YouTube. Just like a camera, when you start increasing your income on the computer, you can see that money. But there you go again. That's the reason why poor stays poor and rich stays rich, because you're not even thinking about it. You went out and got Starbucks. Ain't nothing wrong with Starbucks, I promise you that. But at the same time, rich people don't drink Starbucks. They don't. They believe the coffee that they can grind at the store, they can get whole beans and grind it at the house, is better than going to a coffee shop or anywhere. You have a coffee maker That's crazy to me for you to spend $7 for one cup of Joe, and you got 5 kids that I know they could be using at least comb, a haircut, uh, lotion, body gel, all that you purchase at Starbucks. That's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's crazy to me as a mom. One thing I noticed, and I'm gonna say, I give her a clap for every time she does great. I do. It was nice to take your kids out to Chili's and have them sit down and eat and all that great stuff. But Jazz, you forgot. You took them out longer before you got your YouTube check, y'all. I don't know who she think we are, Boo Boo the Fool. Unless YouTube is dropping checks, like maybe she got a checking account that gives you the money a day advance. Maybe I don't know. You know that they are jobs that they are banks that do that. You can get your money in advance, but no, I seriously think she gets her YouTube check on the 21st, not on the 20th. And she took her kids out on the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Cause she's like, oh, the kids like, oh, I want to go here, and she was on live, and I'm like, girl, you know you got your YouTube check. It's okay. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. It's okay. I promise you. But Jazz, you have to think about what were you crying about no lesser than a month ago. You was on here boo-hooing, crying about not being able to afford your rent, not affording your car, not affording lights and all this great stuff. Because this man suddenly left you high and dry. And when he left you high and dry, you had no other option but to drop your cash app. And you out here buying a not even a computer. I'm not even digging you buying a computer. I'm digging at what was a bigger priority, having an Apple fucking computer or just having a computer that gets you to point B to point C. It's not because Apple is so great, y'all. It's the name. That explains why Aiden can't get a proper haircut. It's the name. Stinkerbug can't even get decent shoes on his feet because it's the name. It's not the quality of it. It's just the name. And he just need to wear Nikes. Doesn't matter how it fits his little feet or not. Or is it enough soil or not soil, enough supporting system for his arch? Or if he don't have an arch, does it support his foot so he can walk comfortably and properly? You don't even have decent curtains, y'all. I don't even have curtains in my house. I don't like curtains. But I'm gonna just say this: you don't even have decent curtains that you can change out throughout the year, but you got an Apple phone, an Apple computer. I'm gonna go deeper. You gotta use food stamps on the 6th, but you got an Apple computer. Am I saying anything that's hateful? But it's real. How you comfortable swiping a damn EBT card, but then you can run over there to get your Apple computer? How comfortable is that? Like next time you go whipping up meals for your kids, how comfortable are you that comfortable? And some people might say you're just jealous because you y'all, I always say this. My tax money is mentally in my head. If I get taxes, I get taxes. Sometimes I do get them, but not extremely a lot. Not like, ooh, child. let me go out here and act the fool. No, I really have to strategize and be thankful. Like, okay, so this year, like last year, it'll be more wiser for me to go ahead and pay out my insurance policy for my car than actually have them to take out at X, Y, and Z every month. Because I have car payment, I got my rent, I got this. I just need a break. That's more logic. Okay. So tax comes, my property taxes is due. My annuals for everything is due. So let me go ahead and knock that out. That's reasonable for my household. But you're swiping a EBT card, but you got an Apple in the house. You're swiping your card to get an Apple, but last month you had to cry for rent. You had to tell the people you had no food. Make that make sense. I must say, Paige used to swipe that card, but Paige never had luxury. And I personally believe that Paige know how to work the system to get continue to get food stamps. Because y'all, I'm being honest with you, you got PEBT, and that's real talk. Because I know some people they made over a certain limit. You make EBT, and Pete said she made over 100 grand and still swiping a PEBT card. She knew how to scam her way for her to look like she didn't have any revenue for a couple of months. And that's all it takes is you to stop doing YouTube for about 4 weeks, or when it's recertification, or let me just not do it for a couple of months and just show them what I have. They'll believe me. But to me, I see it now. Jazz, your priorities is jacked up to be a mother of five. And you want to talk about, I want to plan this. Girl, you can't plan nothing. You got their whole summer vacation in your house. And I pray that and most likely it looks like a place where you could just buy something. It's not like she went to the Apple store or she went to a Walmart and got that. It looked like she went to one of these little holes in the walls and got like a refurnished, computer. But it's hers. And if this is going to actually make you more motivated to do videos, congrats. But hopefully you will never have to come on a rope or in somebody's ear or somebody's phone talking about you don't have something for your children. You don't have this or you don't have that. I would definitely, if I was you, I wouldn't pay $600 for a computer when I'm still hiding my fucking car. If I have to hide my car, I'm not buying a $600 computer. But again, you're my Jazzy Life. Again, your channel is full of this destitute. And y'all, I've seen this video. I seen this video on TikTok, and the mom said a mother of two, no, a family of four, living in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment. That happens to a lot of people. That's not like, oh, that's wrong. That's so wrong. It happens to people all the time. And then she had to show us a roach to get the views. She had to show the smallest disgusting part of her house is when a roach is crawling on the wall. And that's cool. That's great. But these mommies like YouTube, they started that. So next time you see certain craziness on YouTube, clap for the mommies, the originality mommies that was okay with showing shenanigans. But Jazz, I'm sorry to tell you this. It's too late for you to date yourself. It is. It's too late for you to date yourself. It's too late to say, I'm thinking of myself. You have five bodies that you cannot think of yourself. Now, that is not a harsh reality. You know, Reese Tracy, she can think of herself. She has zero responsibility. She can go out there and live her life. But it's too late for you. Sorry. It's extremely too late. You cannot come back and do mommy things. You are single women things. You can't heal from a breakup by trying to find who the hell you are. My best solution is make sure you learn your priorities. Make sure that your home is comfortable for you. That you won't allow another man to come and be able to take or kidnap your space and your peace. That's what's always wrong with society now. I feel like everybody wants to hurry up and do this quick changeover. No, let me fix it. Let me start, taking away and adding. And Jazz, I feel like this might be your loneliest tax season you will ever have, because this time you can't even buy Chris back, and that's your real reality. Your real reality is saying, babe, we're going out to dinner more. Look, babe, I got Starbucks. I'm doing well. You're not. I want to know, what the hell did you buy Stinker Bug over there? He was sitting at the table with a cup, and he seemed like he had nothing on his plate. He was like still waiting for you to, like, you going to feed me? You can't even buy decent hair chemicals for your kids. You can't even allow them to say, okay, it's time to take their braids out to do what we doing. Yes, I'm petty. Yes, I'm very petty, but I'm being dead ass. How the hell you gonna take your kids out, y'all? And this is real talk. How the hell you take your kids out, them going out the house looking like that? But your wig was attached, your edges and all that was good. But how the hell you walk out the house of now? Me being a mother of three amazing children, they have to look good, because I'm not just representing myself as a single mother. I'm telling the world, we might be single, but we ain't the pride. We might be single, but my kids act and they look presentable. They are well behaved. So stereotypes about being a single mom won't never cross a person's mind. You don't have to lie and say my husband's at home or he's overseas. I don't have to do all that. I'm just saying, you just think I have a little tribe. Caitlin is a little girl. Amaya, take pride in their hair, grease their scalp. You take time with your YouTube videos to come on here with a Timu lingerie talking about, if I want to shake some ass, I can. I'm not having sex with nobody. You took your time to get dressed and prepare for that live. Why you could not just brush or comb or do something to the little girl's hair? Y'all, I get it. I'm a mom. I get tired. But my kids don't look the best. I can feel it. My son, he wants braids. I told him he can't get dreads because I really don't like dreads. Y'all don't like dreads. Um, him I can get braids, but we're gonna see how well he keeps up with his. He got a little afro. Let's see how well you take care of this afro. You brush it without me telling you. You combing it out without me telling you. Well, this is 2 weeks and he's getting it cut off next time. Not because if I do it for him, it's not the same. I want him to do it. I want him to care about his appearance a little bit more than I care. Because you about to be 10. And Jazz, there's a time that you need to do this for your kids. You need to help them to take pride in whatever they got going on. Yes, hair's it messed up, but oh baby, you are good. But you take time with your children and stop talking about Chris. By the way, we was going to go to this restaurant, and that's where me and Chris always go. Well, that tells me a lot. Arising your taste bud. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I forgot where I'm supposed to be at. But Jazz, stop talking about him. Arising your taste bud. How about this? You and your kids get a bowl, right? And y'all write down every restaurant that one I would like to try, or y'all never tried. And try not to put like Texas Roadhouse, Wingstop. Um, now it might be a pricey, but if you're doing that little a kid, but both it seems like everybody needs to try different things because you still feed them tacos and spaghetti. And it's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm a mom. I think my kids get fried chicken from me like at least once a week. You get what I'm saying? Like mashed potatoes, green beans, broccoli, rice. Yes, our food limits at home is very slim. Okay, chili. You run out of ideas. I get it, but me and my kids, and this is something I think is okay. You write down restaurants that y'all will go and say, okay, or either way, y'all have menus. See what is out there, okay? Can I get a menu? You drive by a certain spot, so you see a restaurant in like the plaza or HEB, and you see it, and you stop there and say, hey, can I get a menu? And they say, yeah, this is your menu. Call it a day. And then you put down that and put it in a bowl and y'all shake it up. If it's going out to eat or family night, you shake it up and y'all pull it, and it might be your mommy's junior, and y'all go and look at the menu and y'all figure out what y'all want. Okay. You feel like this? Not tonight. And then y'all can pick again. But y'all will try different things. it's not fair that your kids got excited for going to Chili's. I don't know. I never was a really Chili's fan. Chili's, Applebee's. Well, we used to have a Bennigan's, and baby, I used to love that place. Okay, that was the that was like pre-grown up restaurant for us when we was in high school. Like, girl, we gotta go to bed again. I'm about to go get me a virgin Shirley Temple. Might give me a Shirley Temple. I know nothing about drinking, but we did know Shirley Temples was like a non-alcohol beverage, and we'll sit at a little thing and we drink our Shirley Temples, and that was our pre-grown ups era, you know. And that was the first vibe. And when they shut down our Bennigans, it was like, I'm not going to Applebee's, Um, Red Lobster, you know. You'd be surprised. But Jazz, you're afraid of, or you just might be greedy. That could be it too. People that's greedy, they don't want to try anything new because they're afraid that they might not be able to get full, or they ain't gonna like the food. But I think it's more greedy. And also, I'm gonna say this: I'm not Caitlin's mother, but I'm gonna say this: why is Caitlin eating? It looked like maybe a 10-piece wing, and why does it seem like she's more invested in her phone than being with the family? That's just me. I noticed that the kids always using their phone at the dinner table. And Jazz, maybe because you push them away so much, they don't know how to engage in a family event. I'm just throwing that out there. Um, I'm so thankful. My parents used to tell me to get off the phone back in the day when we had landline. And I'm gonna tell you a funny story. I was driving down the road with, and they used to make us sit at a table. And I was like, I'm on the phone. I can even talk on the phone in this area. And it's like, no, sit down, eat dinner. But then I realized that you don't really eat dinner with your children. Y'all, and I see why it was so like, yay! I see why. Jazz, if you stop recording, have a sit down with your kids. I don't care. You talking about it's out of your fasting zone, whatever. Girl, stop that nonsense. You ate that burrito probably early in the morning when you dropped the kids off, and that wasn't even your fasting area. So y'all, I'm not even gonna go there. But fasting area. And then I want to talk about this. Jazz, take time out with your children. Just tax money, let it sit in the bank. There's nothing you really going to really use it for. Try to let, like, you got 10K. Just say, I'm just rounding it out. You got 10K. Don't sit there and try to buy you a car. This is what you do. You keep that good car credit. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of doing the right thing. Keeping that car, getting good credit off of that car. Keep it moving. All right. It's nothing bad about it. Unless y'all, and I'm sitting here thinking about this too. Did you put both of those cars in your name? The truck and the yeah, you is Chris paying that truck? No. Hmm. Besides the point, learn how to get good credit. Don't let this mess up your credit. You already had a hard time getting a house due to bad credit, eviction. Darling, do right by whoever you need to do right with. It's not that hard. But sit on that tax money. Everything is not an emergency. You do it wisely. You have EBT for the next, I don't know how many months. But do right. Look at how much money you spend if you have money in your bank account. Learn how to be like, ew. If your bank is a certain amount, just say $200, you look disgusted because ew, $200 and disgusted. You would try better. I dare you to have 2 grand in your bank account by the end of July. Just saying. And then you know school is coming. You will feel so much better knowing that you bought your children clothes. You purchased the school and everything. But you got a pimp baby daddy. He's gonna tell you that it's better for other people to reach in their pockets to take care of somebody else's kid than he'll actually or you actually doing it. But I'm done discussing it. But y'all, I wanted to tell y'all something. So yesterday I was driving home from I think I was driving to my work and they said that landlines is coming back. And baby, when he said landlines was coming back in style because the young folks was they found it more intriguing, like not knowing who was gonna call you, and they found out it was more entertaining to not to know who's calling, and when they call it a voice machine that instead of a voice messenger. What was that? Yeah, they thought that was more. Ooh, that's more exciting than Ooh, that's more exciting. But either way, we still have that, right? We still have that on our cell phones. So, um, I'm sitting here like thinking about it, and I'm like, should I put a landline in my house? Because y'all, I don't know if y'all know, my daughter don't have a cell phone, and I kind of liked it, y'all. She's 15, and y'all be like, oh, she don't have a cell phone. No, but she makes straight A's. No, you. No, my son don't have a cell phone. He makes straight A's. Not trying to say that your cell phones create bad grade students. No, not saying that. But in my household, they don't. I don't think they need cell phone access to do what they need to do. What if there's an emergency? Well, I'll get to the emergency when I get to it, right? Just like in the old days. Um, but I wonder if the house phone going to be like something that they're going to want to do, or it's going to be like, because eventually when I was a kid, we didn't always answer the phone, just like our cell phone. Definitely, if you didn't have a cordless, like our family didn't have a cordless, so we had to literally like run downstairs or go upstairs or go to the next room to get the phone. And yeah, yeah, it wasn't even worth it, y'all. It wasn't even worth it. So I wonder if my kids will have that same thrill, like running to the phone like I used to when I was a kid. Johnny's calling me. Mommy, Johnny's on the phone, or somebody picking up the phone and I'm on the phone. Like they can't do that. But when I was a kid, Mom, I'm on the phone. Get off the phone. I gotta go. I wonder if they would enjoy that. Like that was the best childhood ever. But before I leave, y'all, I was looking at I think her name is Bent Bent Board. Y'all, when I saw that she passed away, I think her first name is Haida Bentboard. Um, I remember her growing up being the spokesperson for Don't Do Drugs, and I think she's just the spokesperson for our age group of Don't Do Drugs. And she talked about her being a crack baby. Well, she was diagnosed with addiction and having HIV when she was born. So she just recently passed away at 39. And when I tell you, my heart feels like, damn, she's part of my generation, you know? And not realizing, and personally, I think I asked somebody else, I thought she passed away a long time ago. But no, when we heard of her, I think she got full blown AIDS at like probably like 10 or 11. That's when they discovered her full blown AIDS. I'm not mistaken. I think that was the story. But I know she had HIV for a very long time, and then she recently got full blown AIDS later in her childhood life, right? But it's like she was a she was like somebody that was not personally in my elementary school um era, but I just remember her being like the post child for like every crisis that kids will have, and one was AIDS as a little girl, and then also I think she was on a couple of campaigns of not dare that was the thing, dare, and it kind of like darn, just like if somebody you grew up with, like I don't know, a certain era that you recognize, like maybe like the that Corey that passed away, the two Corys, that was like, that hit home because you watch that Corey, well, not really that Corey that passed away, maybe that first Corey. You recognize him as a kid because he was in every 80s film, from the Goonies to, you watched him grow up. So that's crazy. That's really crazy how I felt like, ooh, part of my something died. But I remember being in high school and with the Dare week. I remember being in high school, and this is the first time I experienced it, y'all. I wish I could say I experienced it the whole elementary, middle school, but I didn't. This is the first time I ever experienced a live crackhead that came to my high school, right? So this was like Dare Week, maybe Teen Per. It was one of those weeks. Y'all know those weeks that you have sex education and or it might have been drugs. But one of those weeks they brought in a live crackhead. And he was like one of the people that was like straightforward, like, y'all, I got this disease and this junk ain't fun. And he was cussing. He's like, I am dying. I'm MF dying, y'all. So we're 15, 16 years old. And we're just laughing because this man is totally lost. And he's like, y'all go out here and y'all have sex with him and her and him, and y'all can get this disease too. And I never forget that maybe like the next day, um, the kids came in the classroom and they said, hey, where's that speaker at? He's supposed to be here all weekend. And he was like, yeah, he wasn't authorized to be here. And so later on, he found out he was a pedophile. Just let me just say this: we was more, y'all. When I tell you, and that's how I feel about society now. Like we were so heartbroken that we couldn't hear no more crackhead stories or no drug stories, or we couldn't ask him any personal question because like it was like free marketing. Like, how did you contract AIDS? And um, do you know who gave it to you? Like we was asking those questions, right? And we were so bummed that he wasn't there because we really enjoyed his turmoil. We enjoy the shenanigans. That's how I'm feeling about society now. We're a bunch of teenagers that don't know life and we enjoy every misery thing that takes place. Y'all, I'm really starting to see that. Like it's not even fun. Like you can't sometimes you can't even really have a common conversation with anybody nowadays because they're so stuck on what another person says. It's crazy. I'm just looking at life in a different point of view. But I'm about to get off here because it's 3 o'clock and I think I got one more person to talk about. Y'all give me about 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Goodbye.